Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for joining our webinar today. We are so excited. We wanted to teach you a little bit more about our partnership with NinjaRMM. So we have here as well to Romina, which is the Director for Latin America, Canada, and Caribbean for MCG Global Technology. My name is Nilda McLean, and we do have Daniel Kinsel on NinjaRMM. So what we're going to be doing is allowing you to put any questions if you want in the Q&A, if you have any questions prior to the webinar. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the presentation for MCG Global Technology. And before we start with the demonstration, Daniel, thank you so much for joining us. He's going to be doing the presentation for NinjaRMM.
Of course, looking forward to it. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to share my monitor and I can introduce you to MCG Global Technology. Okay, I hope everybody can see my screen. So MCG Global Technology is an IT consulting firm. Our HQ is in Dallas, Texas, but we do have partners, customers, and vendors all over the world. Most of our customers are located in Canada, in Latin America, and the Caribbean as well, and here in US, of course. We work with different enterprise accounts, and also with small and medium accounts as well. In our offices, we like to do presentations, lunch and learns, and also to do happy hours as well. So looking forward to launch an event with you as well when everything, all this COVID-19 situation pass by, we can go ahead and celebrate. What we do at MCG Global Technology is we start with an IT consultation first to be able to understand what our customer needs, what is their budget, what project do they have in mind, and according to that, then we have an internal meeting with our team where we analyze what are the best vendors for that specific project according to our customer's budget. So then after we have an internal situation and we know how the project is gonna be, then we have a meeting with you and we present it to our team and we launch the project. We partner with different MSPs all over the world in case that we need to do deployments locally. And also for the different projects, if you want to do like a financial, if you need a financial service or you need a capital for a better cash flow, then we can help you with that as well. This presentation for NinjaRMM is going to be in English today. The whole webinar is going to be in English. But after the webinar, please feel free to reach out to us and we can schedule a demonstration in your native language. Muchísimas gracias por participar del webinar del día de hoy. Y este webinar, por más que va a ser en inglés y la demostración de NinjaRMM va a ser en inglés, después del webinar podés contactarnos para que podamos agendar la demostración también en español.
Bonjour à tous, bienvenue à notre webinaire. Le webinaire aujourd'hui sera en anglais, mais nous pouvons programmer une démonstration personnalité en français aussi. Vous pouvez contacter nous après le webinaire. Merci beaucoup e boa journée. Bom dia a todos. O webinar de hoje vai ser em inglês, mas depois do webinar você pode nos contactar para fazer uma demonstração personalizada em português. Obrigada e tenham bom dia.
Perfect. And now Daniel is going to start with the presentation.
Great. Thank you so much, Nilda and Romina, and thank you everyone for joining the presentation here. Let me share my screen. And just a quick shout out with the MCG Global team to Nilda and Romina. They are great to work with, obviously very friendly and bubbly, but very attentive and very professional as well. So we've had a great partnership already with them. So looking forward to getting more opportunities together with MCG Global. But thank you for all joining. This is my name is Daniel Kinsel. I run our channel sales here at NinjaRMM. So a quick introduction into NinjaRMM. We are a US-based company. Our headquarters are in Tampa Bay, Florida. And what Ninja is, we are a cloud-based endpoint management tool. So, I know that can sound very broad, endpoint management, but we're a tool that helps MSPs, enterprise, corporate IT, staff manage devices, provide real-time alerting, health status reporting, remote access, antivirus, right, all in one. So really today you're going to hear a lot of my kind of conversation be easy to use, right? All in one package. That really is the true value of NinjaRMM. We started this company about 8 years ago, and why we started it, we wanted to provide a seamless cloud-based solution for MSPs and IT teams to manage their devices. One thing we love to talk about is our online kind of presence. I encourage each and every registrant on the call today to read about Ninja. I know we're not the we're kind of the new kid on the block, so to speak, but we really have a great reputation in regards to looking for an easy to use product, quick implementation. Patching is definitely one of the features we'll cover today. So if you're having issues today with managing patching, that is definitely something Ninja can help with. But one of the true values, right, is integrating all your kind of tools that you probably use through various vendors into one single pane of glass. We are globally, so today Ninja is trusted by over 4,000 partners worldwide. As I mentioned, Ninja is based here in the United States, but we also have an office in EMEA, in Germany. So we do have a very nice global presence, and then obviously now with our partnership with MCG Global, we're looking to increase that. Just some of our kind of partners that we have here. You might recognize some of these names, FedEx and Taco Bell, but obviously US based. We do have clients, once again, globally, just to understand the scale of Ninja. We work with customers that are SMB size all the way up to, to enterprise, right? Thousands of devices. Just because our solution really provides an opportunity for IT teams of all sizes to manage internally, right, their environments. So really, various sizes Ninja can work for in regards to devices. A high level look at some of the features that Ninja offers. And one of the big things this product really succeeds with is helping you manage your assets. So your workstations, laptops, desktops, and servers. That's exactly what Ninja's bread and butter is managing your Windows devices, Mac. We support Mac OS, and we will have a Linux available in the next 60 days. So looking at your kind of endpoint management is what we covered today. Ninja also offers a network monitoring piece. So if you have switches, routers, and firewalls that you're looking to monitor easily, Ninja has some basic monitoring as well. So having that all-in-one dashboard feel, right, with all your devices is what we offer. Obviously now, with the days of COVID, I'm sure each and every one of you have been impacted in some way to managing either your customers remotely or your own employees remotely. Ninja's asset management capabilities makes it very easy. The way Ninja works is you install an agent on the assets you're looking to monitor, and then within the Ninja portal, you'll be able to easily track devices, hardware, software, right? This is definitely what we make your life easier on, is that visibility on all your machines. We have a mobile app, so if you're managing devices, outside, when you're not on your laptop, you can manage devices on your phone. We have 24/7 custom alerting that you can receive, text messages, emails, really depending on what you want to be alerted on, you can create your custom alerts. Managed antivirus is something, once again, we offer as an option. It is an additional integration that we can bundle in. And that product that we integrate with is called Bitdefender. So it's a very powerful antivirus that Ninja can actually resell, bundled into your Ninja product. It's actually managed through the Ninja portal as well. So you wouldn't need a separate portal or a separate login to manage the Bitdefender license. It would all be managed in your Ninja environment. I will say though, patch management has definitely been the biggest pain point here in Ninja that we we hear. And I think each and every one of you will agree that managing devices now remotely has been difficult with updates, right? Making sure devices are up to date. Ninja can manage Windows updates, Mac updates, as well as third-party application patching. So applications like Adobe, Chrome, Firefox, Ninja can cover all that. And we'll cover a lot of this in the scripting, the automation. Obviously, that's something Ninja supports for managing your internal devices, automating remediation, right? I think remote access is probably something each and every one of you are interested in, just because, once again, the days of COVID, right? It's always difficult now that you can't walk over to an employee's computer anymore and do a help desk session that way. It has to be remote. Ninja has two options when it comes to remote access. We resell both TeamViewer and Splashtop. So that is something you can talk with your MCG Global about, having that included. And you'll see here just a couple more kind of features that we offer in regards to the administration and control. Whether you're an MSP and you're looking for this for your clients, right? It's a multi-tenant product. You can manage as many clients in your dashboard. You have visibility on each tenant. If you're internal corporate IT, right, you have the administrative controls for your devices, your reporting. Everything is brandable in Ninja, so you can brand your logo, your icons, your email addresses, right? So it's very intuitive, but it's 100% customizable to you and how your clients want. And then once again, just kind of touching on Ninja versus a lot of the competition. I know, I'm sure a lot of you are probably familiar with RMM. I'll be the first one to admit that a lot of the RMMs are going to do 60, 70% of the same features. To me, what I really believe what it comes down to is the difference of the usability. How long does it take you to learn the product that you choose? How long does it take to train a new employee on our product? Where that's where Ninja really succeeds is that the ease of use, right? The ease of setup. I mean, that really is what separates us to the average RMM tool out there. And now I'd love to go through the Ninja portal and show you all what the dashboard looks like and going through some features. There is a Q&A box in the Zoom meeting. If you have any questions, you can drop a question in there, and my colleague Eric will be able to respond. But this is the Ninja dashboard. And as I mentioned, this is a cloud-based product. So there's nothing on-premise to run Ninja. It is all hosted in the cloud. And having, by being cloud hosted, you have that accessibility anywhere, right? Just having a web login and a website to log into. This first getting started page is what you see when you log into Ninja. You can actually hide this page once you get accustomed to logging in. This is great just for getting started, right? Deployment, documentation. We have a very vibrant community where customers come in and share best practices and discussion points. But the first step with Ninja is you need to install the Ninja agent on the devices that you're looking to monitor. As I mentioned, we have a Windows and a Mac client, and we also support network monitoring. On the Windows side, it's just a light deployment. It's a 19 meg MSI installer. So you build the installer. Once you generate it, you can actually copy this link address out, which is good for 48 hours to push out to employees to install. However, we also have a lot of documentation on how to do a deployment of Ninja. A couple of easiest steps that we do recommend. You can actually see here, PDQ deploy is something that we recommend. It's a free tool to deploy the Ninja agent, or something as simple as Microsoft Group Policy. Once the Ninja agent is installed on your devices, you'll see here, being a multi-tenant product, right? As an MSP, you get to see all your different customers, the different organizations, right? Each tenant different to the next. And then of course, you can actually drill in to an organization, and now you're gonna see all the listed devices in this company, right? So whether it's a MacBook, a desktop, a server, a firewall, right? Everything is listed in this view. You can also create different locations. So if you have an office with multiple locations, you can actually branch out the devices to reside in each location. You'll get a general overview here of all the devices you have in the company. And what's nice with Ninja, our agent checks in every 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds, you're getting live up-to-the-minute data, reporting, alerting of that device. And here is where we just color coordinate the devices to give you a high-level view of the health status. So green, obviously everyone loves green. Yellow needs an attention. So it could be there's an alert or a pending patch, right? Nothing critical, but once again, an alert. And then red is never good. Red could be that there's a server's down or maybe a failed patch, right? So you have visibility right away on all your device health status from this view. Now, if we drill into a device, so this is a Windows laptop that we've installed Ninja on. The data that Ninja collects, right? We're going to collect all your CPU, memory, performance data here, the operating system, the serial number, the IP, the uptime, right? What's really nice with Ninja, and I personally think this is great for help desk sessions, is we also have this activity log here on the right. This activity log is tremendous because it updates every 60 seconds, and this is going to capture any actions associated with a Ninja agent and this device. For example, if this device ran a script, you would actually see when the script ran. If a user connected remote access into this device, you can see when and what user that was. If a patch scan was completed, right? So really good for referencing actions on this device through this log. And then you also can leave notes. So for whatever reason you needed to leave a note on this machine for later on, you have the ability to leave notes. If you want to see more in the deeper device details, so kind of the specs of the device, you can see the processor information, the memory, disk volume, your adapters, your port map, your hardware specs. And then of course you see the Windows services. You actually have the ability to start, stop, and restart any service straight from here. And then of course we collect your user and event logs as well. Up the top, you're going to see the device name. You can actually change the device name here in the settings. You can make this a favorite. By doing that, you're going to see the device populates here. Across is this play button. This is very nice because Ninja has a lot of scripting capabilities. Now, what's nice is we have a script library where we store scripts. Out of the box, Ninja provides you 30 scripts. That's 30 native scripts. So these are pre-configured for you. They're already there for you to use at your own discretion. Right, so some of these scripts will be, like delete temporary files or empty recycle bin. Now, I'm sure you're probably thinking, can we import our own? Absolutely. Ninja has a script editor. So you can actually build and import your own scripts through PowerShell, Batch, Java, Shell script, and VB script. And then they would reside here in your library for you to use on the fly. Across the top is this command line. This is very nice because this is going to be straight into the device terminal. So if I wanted to run an IP config, just like that. So you can see it's nice and responsive. And this can be logged in as the system admin or as the logged on user, so be uninterrupted behind the scenes. Now let's get into remote access. So remote access is interesting. Obviously with the days of COVID, it's presented its challenges. Ninja, thankfully, have these remote access options available for you to select from. Today we have two options: Splashtop or TeamViewer. Now I get the question, why do you have two? It really comes down to preference, to be honest. Some people love TeamViewer, some people do not. So the ones that don't like TeamViewer, we have Splashtop. Both work exactly the same. They are all run through the Ninja agent. So your employees, your customers don't need to download or install anything else except Ninja. And then for you, you turn on Splashtop in the settings, select this little icon, and what it does, it connects a session straight into this device. We'll give it a couple seconds here to load. And then and this can work on Windows, desktop servers, as well as Mac as well. And then within a couple seconds, you'll see that we have now created a session in this remote device. Under the bottom here, we have backup. Ninja also offers a backup option. So it's a file and folder level backup. So if you're looking to back up your desktops or servers, we do offer a cloud-based backup for Windows devices only. And all devices will come with a certain amount of cloud storage that you can back up files. You have the ability to restore files. So very intuitive, and once again, all integrated into the Ninja portal. This is obviously, it would be a separate kind of feature in Ninja that you can purchase. But once again, if you're looking for an all-in-one product, Ninja does have a file and folder backup option as well. Now in this device, you can also see, once Ninja's installed, the applications installed. So I can see that there's Chrome, TeamViewer, and then by doing this, you actually have the ability to do remote uninstalls. It's if the application supports it, we can do a remote uninstall here. If you really want to disrupt the user, you could uninstall everything. I don't recommend doing that. But then that kind of leads us now into these two tabs, software and OS patches. Software is the ability to manage third-party patching. OS patches is your ability to manage your Windows patching, right? So you'll see that these two tabs here, this is just for one machine, right? So the patching here would just show for one device. Now, if I go back to my dashboard view, you see these same two tabs appear. So now I can see a global view of all my patches. Or maybe I just want to see the patches available for my company. For one individual company, you'll see these same two tabs appear, right? And then you can actually see the inventory now across all my devices, right? Not just a single device. So Chrome, for example, I can see that there is actually 2 versions of Chrome installed across the company. Ninja provides you a hyperlink to those devices that have this version. Let's talk about patching. So with Ninja, we make patching very, very simple. There's 3 ways that you can approve patches with Ninja. You'll see that there's a pending, approve, rejected, installed, and failed under both tabs. What does pending mean? Pending essentially means in our settings, which I'll show you in a second, that we've selected to do the approval process of patches to be a manual approval. Why would we select manual? Just because maybe we don't trust all the patches that Microsoft release. You want to have the ability to manually review the patch, approve it, or reject it. So that way, the patches are sitting in pending are essentially in limbo for you to manually approve it. Each Windows patch, we tie straight to its knowledge base article in Microsoft. So this way you can read about it, right? The summary, the update, the fixes, right? Make sure everything checks out. If that looks good, you can approve it. You can do mass approvals. And then of course, if there's a patch available across multiple machines, we provide you the hyperlink. Now I understand manually approving patches for a company of maybe 500 devices, that could be a lot of manual intervention you probably don't want to do. That's why we give you the option to select patches to be auto approved. So once your patching schedule occurs, patches that are auto approved are going to sit in approved here. And then what Ninja allows you to do, you can actually come in later and reject the patch for whatever reason, or you can set patches to be auto rejected. Auto rejected would sit under rejected here, and then you can once again read about the KB article. If it all looks good, you can approve the patch later on. Then of course we show you all previously installed patches, and of course any failed patches. Now, how patching works for software is exactly the same. We have a pending, approved, rejected, installed, and failed. I'm guessing some of the questions might be, what software can you patch in Ninja? I will show you that in a second here. We have a library included of 140 applications that you can patch for. But this is how you would approve the patches from this view. Now I do want to quickly show you this search bar on the left. The search bar is a great tool, especially if for MSP managing multiple organizations, right? Multiple customers. You can actually choose which company you want to look into, right? Maybe you want to see devices in this company, all your desktops and laptops. And then you'll see the devices that match the filters will populate here. And then you can also select the health status. So maybe you want to see devices that are up, right? You'll see here. And then what's really nice, you can add these additional filters. So very creative. You know, you can create these different kind of filters across the organization. Maybe I want to see all my workstations that need a reboot. Or if we left notes on any devices, you could see devices with notes. Maybe I want to search for all my Windows laptops that are a certain operating system. Or maybe a piece of software, right, that's installed that we want to find. I can actually put in that software here. So whatever the filter that you include here, the devices that match these filters will populate here, and then Ninja will allow you to save this search as what we call a group. So you can create as many of these dynamic groups as you like, and then any day you log into Ninja, you can search that group that you just created, or you can export this down to a Excel spreadsheet, right? So if you want to have a CSV, you can export this down. So very nice that you can also run, you know, scripts on these 6 devices. You can run a Windows scan, a software scan. So this search bar is really, really intuitive when you're talking about, you know, a massive company. You have, you know, hundreds, thousands of devices. Finding those devices makes it very simple. Now let's get into configuration. Configuration is where you're going to set up your time zone. As I mentioned, everything is brandable in Ninja. So you can brand the email, the branded sites, the logo, application colors. What's nice is out of the box, we have a sys-tray icon that you can configure. So this little icon, right, you can put your logo on. This icon would sit at the bottom right of your employees' devices, and then you can actually customize menu items. I personally like this help request form. You can actually customize this so your employees have this help request form that they can send, you know, an email to this email address straight from the little icon. So once again, this is a nice kind of addition just out of the box that Ninja offers all our customers. But the biggest, you know, kind of setting is going to be the policies. So this really is the main kind of, you know, functionality of Ninja is, you know, a policy. What is a policy? A policy is like the rules or the brains that a device follows. So every device has to belong to a policy. Now, out of the box, Ninja provides you a workstation, a server, a Mac server, and a MacBook policy. So these kind of come out of the box. Now, of course, you can create as many policies as you need. Why would you create more? Is maybe within the company you have high priority servers that you know want to patch on a different schedule to the regular servers, right? Or maybe you have test, you know, devices that you want to patch before your regular production workstations. You would just create a policy and then put those devices in that policy. Let's get into this workstation policy and show you what you can configure and set up. First on the list is going to be conditions. So condition monitoring, you know, this is our specialty, right? Being an RMM tool, we provide you, you know, the options on what do you want to monitor across your company. You know, it could be something as simple as principal service goes down, device offline, right? You want to be notified anytime a device has a CPU spike or disk usage. What's nice with Ninja, you know, part of that easy implementation is we provide you a pre-made list to select from. So once again, depending on what you want to be, you know, monitoring, CPU, memory, yeah, maybe there's certain Windows services in the company that if they stop, you want to be alerted. Window event IDs, device down, smart status degraded. Maybe there's a piece of software that shouldn't be installed, right? You can actually be alerted anytime a user installs, right? But for a simple use case, let's select disk usage. Here you can set a threshold. Maybe we want to set it at 70% threshold. By setting this threshold, you know, you can actually create notifications now. So whether it's a high priority, you can get a text message or an email. Anytime a workstation hits this condition, you're now going to be alerted, right? So you have that condition alerting. But what Ninja goes one better is we allow you to add a script to self-remedy this. So for example, if I was to add a script, and once again, this could be a script that Ninja provides or a script that you've custom built. Let's just use delete temporary files, for example. If I was to add this script, anytime now a workstation hits this threshold, Ninja is automatically going to delete the temporary files on that device. Of course, you can stack scripts in here if you need to, right? Maybe we want to empty the recycle bin as well. And then, you know, the hell with it, we could just do we're going to force a reboot on the user, right? So I'm just kidding, but you can add scripts in here, right, to match this condition. Really part of that automation, right? So your technicians won't be needing to spend time on remediation because we're going to automate with scripts to self-clean. Of course, you could schedule scripts as well. So instead of a condition being met, you can actually schedule a script. You can choose, when you want a script to run. For example, maybe every Friday at 5 p.m., we want to run the empty recycle bin for all my workstations, right? So you just have it running automatically every week. But what's nice is we actually have a script that Ninja offers that I think is very, very useful. If you scroll down the list here, called install application. This is perfect for software deployment. So this is a native script that we provide. And here we give you the ability to upload any file. So it's up to 500 meg file size limit, right? Or if there's a public URL or executable, you can copy the path in here and any command line parameters. By uploading the file, you're now uploading this application to deploy across this policy right now, or maybe later today at 5 o'clock, right? By simply adding that script. So software deployment with Ninja, we make it very, very easy through the Ninja agent. And give you a real life use case is Ninja's own internal IT team uses Ninja. So we have our, we pre-built some PowerShell scripts. A great use case if you have a new employee, they have a new laptop, right? You can actually use Ninja to deploy a bunch of applications, right? So onboarding and software deployment with Ninja, very, very easy. Next is the patching. So once again, this is probably, I'm guessing, a pretty big pain point for a lot of you. We make it very simple for you to enable. Just make sure you turn it on. People sometimes forget that step to turn it on. But then you have three major settings here. The first one is reboot options. You can choose if a user is logged in or not logged in on how you want to handle the reboot. You can do nothing. You can automatically reboot after a certain amount of minutes, hours, or days. Simply notify or prompt the user to accept it after a certain amount of minutes, hours, or days. Now comes the scheduling. I'm sure you're wondering, how often can you patch a Ninja? It's completely up to you. You set the schedule. There's two schedules here. So we have a scan and an update schedule. What the scan schedule means is when do you want to look for any available Windows patches? You might be familiar with Patch Tuesday. So maybe you want to patch Tuesday at 5 p.m. this policy, and look for any Windows patching. If one of your devices misses their scan, you can run the scan immediately here by selecting this box. So this is looking for patching. When do you want to actually download and push out the patches? This would be your update schedule. Same rules apply, right? You choose when and how frequent. And then as I showed you on the dashboard, you can choose how you approve patches. You can approve patches by manually approving everything, right? By setting to manual on your dashboard, those patches will fall under pending, right? And then you manually have to come in and approve or reject. Or you can set everything to be auto approve, right? Or as you can see here, auto reject. Every listed tier will have the ability to customize the approval process. And the Ninja also supports your Windows 10 drivers and the feature updates as well. So hopefully that makes sense just on the patching, your scan and update schedule. Sticking to patching, let's go to software. Software is your third-party patching. Everything is the same here, except the only difference is you have this apply immediately button, right? So you can just have the apply immediately. And we go to products and expand all. These are the applications today that Ninja can patch for. And I'll just run down the list here to show you what's included quickly. And you'll notice that every listed item, we can manage its critical and recommended patches. But on the very right, you're going to see that there's a column called install. And every listed item will have a no or an NA. NA essentially means that Ninja won't be able to push out the installer because there requires a license, but we can still manage its updates. Where something like Firefox or Google Chrome, Ninja can actually manage, push out the installer and manage the updates as well. So very kind of detailed list. We update this list about once a quarter. If there's a question, can we add products to here? Unfortunately, no. To add products, you would just have to use that install script that I showed you, right, to upload a new application. This one. Antivirus, I mentioned we have Bitdefender as an integration. Very great antivirus. Here in the policies where you can cover all the scheduling and controls with Bitdefender, the installation, the reboot options, and then you set up your scan schedules with your Bitdefender scanning. And then you can choose what you want to scan for, right? And then of course, with Ninja, you can actually select the your custom scans. You can set your file extensions on what you want to exclude, your purge file settings, right? So very intuitive that you don't need a separate login to manage your antivirus anymore. You can manage this all within the Ninja portal here. And then of course, by doing this with Ninja, you're going to get an extensive list of alerting, right? So of course you want to be alerted anytime with Bitdefender a threat is detected, right? So you can configure as many or as little of these alerts as you like. So all the Bitdefender, and then of course, we get out of here, you can see the different other categories that you can set alerting for. I personally like the software one that if you add this, any user that adds or removes a piece of software, you're going to be alerted on, right? Windows patch management, if a patch fails, you'll be alerted on. So text message, email, right? So very customizable. I mean, it really is, how much do you want to be annoyed is completely up to you when it comes to alerting, but you configure all of that in the activities. And then here in Ninja, of course, we have reporting. So you can create custom brandable reports. Some of the ones that I like is like a view asset summary. So you just want to have a spreadsheet, a spread of all your devices. So you can set the date range, you can brand it. So this will just have a PDF, right, format that you can see your devices, the operating system, and then of course, your device details. Scripting, as I mentioned, we have a script builder, so you can actually import your own scripts here or create your own scripts in Ninja. So you just drop the scripts in here, and then of course you choose a language, right, on what's important, what you want to build it on. So very nice and all included. And then lastly, I do want to talk about is the users. The nice thing with Ninja, our pricing is all based off devices. So devices are workstations and servers, right? They're priced exactly the same. That means that you can have as many technician accounts in user as you like, in Ninja as you like. So for example, you have a staff, an IT staff of 10 people. You could create 10 technician accounts in Ninja free of charge. What's nice with our users, every user is enforced to set up multi-factor authentication. So this is enforced that you need to set up SMS or through Authenticator, right? And then what's nice is the permissions. You can actually customize the permission levels for Steven, right? Maybe, if I'm an MSP, I don't want Steven to see all my customers. He can only have access to one customer, right? Or, if I'm corporate IT, maybe there's some features that Steven, right, he's my assistant. I want him helping out in Ninja, but I don't want him to uninstall applications. I don't want him to, view any scripts, no access to the policies, TeamViewer, unfortunately no connection. So you can really limit what you can and can't do at the permission level for Steven. And then what's nice is you can set up the notifications. One nice thing as well with Ninja is we also support the language. So you can see here, we do have English, German, French, and Spanish as well, Spain, Spanish. So you can customize the language as well in your portal. The last thing I do want to show in the Ninja product is really part of that customer satisfaction is our community page. If you go to the question mark up here, you're going to see the Dojo community. Get it? Ninja, Dojo. Yeah, I know. But here is where you can actually find all the documentation. So we always are updating this daily, right, with new videos, integrations, the features, right? If we go back to the community page, I love this, that customers can come in here. A lot of existing clients share scripts, right? So if you're lost, you're looking for a script, you can find some here. Best practices, discussion points, right? So really, really interactive. You can also see our roadmap. So if there's any features that maybe you're looking for, the roadmap is what our development team is working on. Recent news, and then of course our recent updates you can find here. So once again, very interactive, very vibrant. You can always search for NMS setup here. So really some whitelist information, very interactive. And then lastly, we do offer support as well with the product. You can have a support contact here as well. But that would be it from a kind of general overview of Ninja. I'm hoping that was pretty interactive and hoping was a good indication on what Ninja is capable of, the features. Really built to help you be productive. I guess having said that, I guess I could pass this back to Nilda there. But any questions we can drop in the chat?
Looks like we have a couple questions here in the chat that we can try to answer here, so we can go through. So on the remote access side, one question here about Splashtop or TeamViewer. It is the integrated module, and that would be included with Ninja, right? So at the end of the day, when you're looking at a Ninja bundle, you can kind of choose what you want to bundle on for the remote access, like Splashtop or TeamViewer, right? And then you can choose the Bitdefender if you want to add that on, and then the backup would be an addition as well. And that's one question. Reading through some of these here. So I'm not sure on there's a question about a computer's electric consumption. I don't think there's any way to do that today, but you are able to get various details on other metrics that may help you in terms of like the CPU memory. You kind of see if something's kind of overperforming or spiking at various times of the day as well. And then we do some RAID monitoring on the server side, so you can get, I know RAID details kind of give you more insight into the actual hardware of that as well. And then the last question here, on the OS patching, can we select specific OS patches that the client wants to avoid the installation? So you can. So as Daniel showed you earlier, what a lot of partners do is, instead of doing like an auto approve or an auto reject, you can select manual, right? And as Daniel showed, we have a patching dashboard that all those would report to. So the clients would see everything in pending or manual because it hasn't been approved or rejected, and it gives you a specific line of like the KB article and the patch specifically, and then from there you can mass reject across the board as well. So you can really get specific on the patching there. So that is not a problem. And then besides Bitdefender, can we integrate another brands for monitoring? So short answer is yes. Anything that's registered with the Microsoft Security Center, Ninja is going to be able to give you definition status and like the last scan and just make sure it's up to date. Obviously, with our Bitdefender integration, you can run scans, do quarantines, exceptions, things like that. But at a minimum, if it's registered with the Microsoft Security Center, we'll see it. We can report on it. It'll show up on your customer reports as a protected AV option. You just can't do a lot of the actions there. So, and I think that's most of the questions there. Yep, no worries, Ramiro. And obviously, if anybody has other questions, would love to get everybody kind of their own personalized demo, which we can run through MCG Global here as well. But I think that's all on the question side.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Well, if there is no any more questions, we can just close. I want to let you know that we are so happy that you were able to attend the webinar. We really appreciate your time. And we want to let you know that also we're going to have the winner from the 100 Amazon gift card after the webinar. So we can announce that one as soon as we end the webinar. And then I want to let you know that you have the possibility that if you want to schedule a personalized demo, like I say, it can be in English, Portuguese, Spanish, French. You also have that $20 gift card. So please feel free to reach out to us. You can just type in the message if you want to go ahead and schedule your demo right now, or you can just send us an email and we will get back to you. But thank you so much for your time and for joining our webinar.
Thank you very much, everyone. We appreciate it. We look forward to talking. Reach out to Nilda and Ramita to schedule any demos to further see Ninja or to test Ninja. Very happy to help.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, everyone. Cheers. Bye.